program, so I have a bunch of plants and I would like to introduce you to them. Side note, please ignore my very uneven eyeliner. I'm very aware of it. So some background on my plants. I actually have had plants for, I want to say around 6 years, like since around 7th grade when I first started getting them. And fun fact, most of my senior year, I was actually wanting most of my remaining plants to die off. This was because since I thought I was going to be moving down to Savannah, Georgia, for college, I didn't want to have to bring all of my plants with me, so I thought, oh, if I just leave them to die, I won't have to bring as many. The funny thing is I left them there, like I have them all on the same windowsill. All of my plants are actually all positioned around my altar. I showed it in a past video where I was lighting all of my candles. Yeah, I keep them all on this same windowsill and they've been there for about a few years, like just that's generally where I keep my plants. And a few of my plants, I kept them on that windowsill for about a year, just untouched, and they were still thriving, which baffles me to this day, because I was like, damn, are they fake? They're not, for clarification. But when I found out that Scout was going to be online for its first quarter, I was like, okay, I can actually take care of some plants now, because I got inspired by Jenna Marbles' video of her tour of her plants and her getting very involved in plants. I was like, okay, I want that, because I'd always wanted to have like a crap load of plants and not just like cactuses or succulents, like real big leafy plants, and now I do have them, and it is the most rewarding thing in the world. They're really not that, depending on the plant, they're really not that hard to take care of, and I 100% recommend if you want to get into like taking care of plants, absolutely, which is why I wanted to make this video, because they are really low care. A lot of them are low light houseplants, which is so great, and oh, they're just truly the loves of my life. I love them so dearly. So here I would like to introduce you to my plants. We are going to start off with my mystery plant. This one does not have a name. I got it pot and all from, I believe it was either a Home Depot or a Lowe's, and it was half dead, so it was on sale for, I got it for I think $3. It's doing, like when I got it, maybe just a couple of these leaves and they're all torn up and awful. Look how much growth. This is, they're doing beautiful. They do not have a name, sadly, but they've grown so much. I think they might be some form of a tree. They've put out so much new growth, like all of these top leaves are all brand new within like the past maybe month. I don't know what kind of plant this is. If someone in the comments knows what kind of plant this is, please let me know, because I'd like to do a little more research so I know I'm caring for it properly. This plant I actually got from the grocery store. I think it was like a market basket. It's just a little aloe vera. Fun fact, when I got it, it was actually just, I think it was just this side of the aloe vera, but then it grew another side. I think I should probably repot it, but also it seems like it's doing fine. So yeah, nothing too much to say about this one. This one also does not have a name, because I never really got too attached to it. There's two of it actually. If anyone has name suggestions for this little dude, hit me up. I would love to have all my plants have names, preferably, because only a few of them do. I feel kind of bad about it. Yeah, so this one's a pear. I might actually end up renaming these two Bonnie and Clyde, or maybe Romeo and Juliet, we'll see. But also I prefer them not to die, because I think I cursed them with the names. Yeah. Next up, ooh, this one I got actually as a little present from my mom. It was originally in a much smaller pot, but I had to change it out because it got way too big, and I might need to repot it again, because since I put it in the new pot, it's gotten even bigger. Also, I have it by pot, I put it in a jar, and then I had to put a sock on the jar because its roots were getting too much light and I think it was drying them out, or like just generally the pot was getting too warm and dried out, so it has a little sock on it. I'm gonna put like maybe a little like drink cozy on here, but yeah, once again, no fucking clue what this plant is. It's beautiful though, I love it. This one actually will bloom flowers, or at least I think it has purple flowers from what I remember seeing it last time. But this one also doesn't have a name, only a few of them do. This one's gorgeous, has been putting out a crap load of new growth since I moved it into the new pot. It's doing fantastic. This one really doesn't need much from me. Maybe I water it like once a week. I water most of my plants around 1 to 2 times a week, around there, and they're doing great. Like, I really don't have to do anything to them. Like, look how big this is. This is the size of my head. When I got it, it was about maybe this big as like its smallest little bit here, and it's huge now. Next, we're moving into the older plants. This one I've had for about 3 or 4 years, and this one, her name is Sophie. I actually had to do a rescue mission for her recently because she was not doing great. She's originally supposed to be like this nice pink and green kind of deal type of a succulent. And she almost died, so I was taking off some of the dead leaves that were on there, assuming like, okay, we'll see if any part of her is still living, and then maybe I might just have to trash it. But then she was rooting out of the top, so immediately I like repotted her, had a whole rescue mission, and she seems like she's doing okay now. Looks like she has some new growth coming in, but yeah, I'm trying to take care of her the best I can. I'm not quite sure how long she's gonna live, but yeah, this is Sophie. She is 4 years old. Speaking of rescue missions, this is a plant my sister left behind, so I've been taking care of it. As you can see, it is a succulent. However, most of its bits just kind of died and fell off, yet somehow this one's still kind of kicking. It's like it has new growth coming in, surprisingly enough. A lot of its little bits have fallen off, and what I've done with those actually, I'm propagating them. So I have a lot of the little succulent bits in here, and they're all starting to root. Like, they just started rooting around last week, and I am so happy about that. They're doing fantastic. I think a few of them might be like ready to pot within the next couple weeks, which is awesome. Nothing much to say about these plants. I'm trying to get this one to live. I'm probably gonna plant a few of these into this pot if this one totally dies off, but right now it seems like it's doing okay. It's just a weird shape. So this plant is 6 years old. I got it from an IKEA, the pot, also from IKEA. This is Edgar. He was the very first plant I ever got, and he has been fucking kicking. He's doing so great. When I first bought him, he was maybe about that tall. So he's gotten really freaking tall. He also sprouts during certain points of the year. I never really keep track of when he does this, but during certain points of the year, he sprouts this gorgeous little crown of pink flowers. It's the cutest thing. I love it. This one also tends to lean, so I've been kind of experimenting with, I check on him every few days and turn his pot because he tends to lean towards the sun. So I don't want him to like fall over, because I have seen other cactuses, I think it's some Tumblr post somewhere where it's a cactus the same type as this, where it gets really tall, but then it just kind of flops, and then it's really hard to like prop it back up considering it's a cactus and it's really sharp. So yeah, this is Edgar. I love him dearly. I have a couple plants that are like half dead, so I'm not going to show them because I'm a little bit embarrassed. I'm going to be totally real with you. But what I am going to show you is now my pride and joy, my new favorite plant. Like, some people love certain types of plants, like example, like Jenna Marbles loves Hoyas. I love pothos. I think they're gorgeous. I have 2 golden pothos. Here they are. This is Dimitri and Anastasia, which you can guess the names are from the movie Anastasia. Dimitri's older. I had him for about a few weeks more. I absolutely love these plants specifically because of how they grow these really long vines, and my sophomore year English teacher actually had quite a few of these. I'm not quite sure if it was this exact type of, it was like another viney type plant. A whole bunch of these around the classroom, and the vines grew everywhere. Like, she just left them in the classroom for one summer and had the janitor like water them every like couple weeks, and then they grew vines over the entire classroom, and it was beautiful. And it's like, that's what I want my room to look like. The hope is once these get big enough, I'm going to put them in a hanging basket, and then they're probably gonna, and I want like their vines to really come down all over the room. It's gonna be really cool. Golden pothos, so they have these like white parts on here that tend to like look a bit yellow or gold, specifically have this gorgeous glow to them. They are putting out so much new growth, like example this vine here and also this one. Dimitri's growing so much, so proud of him. I'm trying to, she was doing pretty rough since I got it from the grocery store, like another market basket, so I'm trying to get her back to going strong, and she's doing pretty good. I'm seeing new growth happen all the time. Like, there's a new leaf coming out right here. She's doing great, minus this little bit. I've been trying to prop it up, but it keeps falling. I might actually just have to cut it off, which kind of sucks, but yeah. This is probably one of the most aesthetically pleasing plant things I have. So as you saw with my little succulents, I've been big into propagating plants if I can. Pothos are very easy to propagate. So here's my little propagation station. It's so cute. These are actually made out of, my dad got this little whiskey taster like set thing where it gives him these little vials of like the whiskeys, and I put my plants into each of them, and it has a little holder and everything. So this is where I've been keeping them for now. I'm hoping to get a little test tube set so that I can have them all on like full display. I'll probably put them up on like my bureau or something so it's not totally in the altar, because the altar is getting a little bit crowded with plants right now. I feel real bad for Aphrodite. I am so sorry. These are rooting so well. I think these might be ready to plant within the next few weeks, or ready to pot within the next few weeks. But yeah, these are going so great. I love them so much. I almost forgot one of the most important plants, or at least like biggest additions to the plant family. I totally forgot about her. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad. This is Medusa. I love her so much. She is a beautiful, I think there's a type of snake plant that she is, but don't remember that name. She is just a snake plant. She's got this gorgeous like coloring on her and markings and stuff. She's like striped. She is beautiful, and she's big, and she's putting on new growth all the time. Like I see it like coming up, and I'm like, oh, God bless, because she was not doing fantastic in IKEA. Because even though it's a low light house plant, I feel like she maybe should have needed like a little bit more, or at least just some humidity. I feel like that would have helped her. But yeah, this is my snake plant Medusa. I love her dearly. Now that's all of my plants. Okay. To those who are stuck at home for the first semester of college, I highly recommend houseplants because it's just an easy way to have something to keep you busy, honestly. Because being stuck inside, it isn't great. Like these, like my pothos specifically, were my quarantine, my pothos, and just really bringing my other plants back to life. That was basically my quarantine project. I've said it like a million times, and I'll say it again. They bring me so much goddamn joy. I love them. I love my plants. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, you can give it a like. If you want to see more of my videos, you can click that subscribe box down below. Down there are also all of my social media links, but you can also find them right here. I am at Mia Junghans on Instagram and Twitter, and I am at Idiot Turtle on TikTok. And that is it for this week's video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!